Hello, and welcome back to Pwnery's Kicking It Old School, and this is Season 3, Episode 41, and we are at Betrayal at Krondor. Where I left you last is, well, where you see us, and we are going to be heading back towards Harlech, now that we have a spell after we met Gorath's smoking hot witch wife, who made Owen a better spellcaster after she roofied him and did shenanigans with her, I guess, ex-husband. We went through a lot of fights last episode. It is my hope that we have no more fights going this way, back to Harlech, because we've pretty much killed everything in between. So, let's go ahead and get started, because we have to go very, very, very west. Okay, there's a fight up ahead. There's also deer here. Alright, he's got 14, 14, 4, so you need this. Save often. Let's head north to get away from that fight. It's an unnecessary one. We'll continue westerly. It's getting dark. Moving in the color of... Ah! Joy. We're poisoned. You really couldn't let Owen go first? Not gonna let me cast the spells, huh? Gotta do this the old-fashioned way. It's a good thing I had Owen working on his melee skills, because he's physically quite weak. Yeah, he is poisoned. Nice. Nice shot, bro. In the interest of time and your sanity, I'm going to do the Hex heal, so I don't waste 3 days of rations and crap. Because I can. No good. No good. Not useful. Okay, how far did we get to go before we actually got that fight? Well, we're making pretty good progress. We'll continue just... another fight. Great. Apparently we didn't clear the whole area. But then again, we are sort of in their backyard, so... I guess that kind of is what's gonna happen. Yeah! Eat it! Not quite as strong as the last time. There we go. Result. Let's see what we got. Okay, you get one, and you get one. And you drop this, and we'll take the one that's got 99. swap it. And then fix this. And this. Man, if I had the space. Actually, you know what? I do. I think the bows are worth more anyway. Now we're going to sleep it off. And then save often. And then continue pushing in a westerly direction. The town we're looking for should be right over there. Yeah, we're almost there. Ooh, what do we got here? Nothing. Those are usually like restoratives. I may have already taken all these. I think I'm pretty sure I did actually. Look at all the bodies from earlier. Look at that. Got anything I can use now? No. Don't even have a shop I can use. Spoiled. Oh yeah, we have to go more east. I forgot. Okay, here's the town. Save here. Cast the spell. We're looking for "and the light shall lie." This one? Yes. Owen didn't feel any different. All seemed normal, save for the very faint glow that seemed to surround his body. He held up his hand and wiggled his fingers while Gorath watched with bemused interest. "I'm afraid your spell didn't work," he said. "Perhaps you should try it again." But it did work. You can't see the effects because the spell was specifically designed for Moray Elf. Let's go. Cool. So here we are in town. You gotta watch that icon, because if it disappears, then you're screwed. But you see, now it gives us opportunity to go through the house. Gorath knocked on the door. They were greeted by a uniformed Moradel, who stared at Owen for a moment before ushering them inside. After leading him into the back room, the guard presented himself to Moray Elf. "What have you? Make it brief." "Sar Sargoth has been besieged. Lord Nereb and an unknown number of confidants freed dissidents trapped in the dungeons and fled north. Delicon requests that you and the remaining members of the Six lend immediate assistance." "Madness! I have my troops in position, ready to march, and our target is only a week's expedition from here. If we leave now, we will not be in position when the time comes for the final strike. Surely Delicon doesn't intend to divert us into the snow plains to chase a handful of cowards." "The intentions of your father are unknown to me." "That's right, he's Delicon's son. I merely bring his message. Further, he requests progress reports on your activities." "If he were not my father, I would slit his impertinent throat. What does he wish to know?" "Tell me about the Six." "Your father has expressed concern that he has been inadequately informed about the activities of the Six. He demands an immediate report." "Father knows as well as I how the Six conduct their business." I said business. "They do not report to me anything beyond complaints their lodgings are too cold and that they do not care for the food. I do not trust their motives. They speak only to their leader, and he only comes when it suits him. If it were my decision to make, I would turn them into the snow and let them freeze." "But they are crucial to the attack at North Warden, are they not?" "North Warden is of little importance. It's the goal beyond that concerns me. What shall happen should we have Myrmindamus back among our ranks?" "How would that be possible? Myrmindamus is dead." "I will answer my father's questions, messenger, but I am not here for your own curiosity." "You have answered all we have been directed to discover." "Enthralling. Now leave me and send my father my good wishes." "Your will, Lord Moray Elf." So, we're missing something here. A young female Moradel answered Gorath's knock. Why do you bring this kingdom dog to my door? She demanded in Moradel, looking at Owen. He is my pet, replied Gorath. He entertains me with his magic tricks. This was quite funny to both of them, and they had a hearty laugh. Owen, unable to understand the language, just looked puzzled. What news in Harlech? Asked Gorath. All who are able to fight have gone north towards Sar-Sargoth. Delicon has been performing some magic tricks of his own. The six are very powerful, they say. They talked for a short while as Owen fidgeted nearby. When the door finally closed, Owen asked, What was so funny? Why did you two start talking? Or laughing? I told her you were my pet, Gorath said, smiling. Owen's expression changed to an appalled stare. You told her what? Sorry, my young friend. I had to tell her what she wanted to hear. Oh, no business in the shop. Hey, we got an inn here. Let's make some money. Yep. Playing the music of the South in the North. And they still liked it anyway, and paid us 63 sovereigns. How cool is that? It's not an inn. Can't sleep here. That's fine. Ooh, our spell wore off. We better cast it again. We can't take the risk of being spotted, so we had to do it again. Okay. So we didn't make a mistake. What we did is we didn't uncover something that gives us another dialogue with Morelf. And I thought we would get to do something about Obkar. Maybe that's happening where I'm going next. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Alright. I'm going to stick to the main roads for a little while. Bodies everywhere. See, all these things are sellables, but yet I can't. Because there's no shops that are buying any of this stuff. Ooh. Okay. You get 3, you get 3. Okay, there's Armengar. We have to get to Tirsog. Fairly certain of it. At least this is the part's paying dividends. Because now we don't have to worry about all these BS fights. What's this? I left something in there. Nothing in there. I think these are rations. Ooh, restoratives. Yes. Now he's back up to a healthy 23. How many do you got? 24. Alright, I'll take one. Save often. Okay, this is the town. So now we have to go south. And I believe... I wonder if I have to cast that spell again. Down there. Seems reasonable. Let's check with the spyglass. Oh, there's stuff over there. This is my curiosity getting to me. There's something over here. Poisoned. Ooh. Ooh. Yes! A shop! Children of the Green Heart. Oh, this is where Gorath is from. Oh, look! Are they gonna buy this stuff? God dang it. What the hell? Why are all these shops so useless? Man, I don't need none of this bush, you know. How you gonna put a shop out in the middle of nowhere? Whatever. Ooh, there's something out here. I mean, if there is, I can't see them. Let's just back up. There's a fight out there. Oh, there they are. Save often. Owen sucks. Truly. Oh, there's only 3 of them. Nice. Well, it's not poison. That I can live with because it's not poison. He has fire arrows. Cool. Nice and easy. Gildus Thorn. Take it. Oh. You take 6, you take 7. Well, I guess we're maxing out. And then we'll sleep it off for a couple of days to get Owen's hit points back up. Wait a minute, one of you had extra rations. Because I know I didn't take them all. Yeah. There, that worked out pretty good. Save often. Ah, here we go. The Moradel Moss troopers guarding the bridge greeted them with icy stares as they approached. No one shall pass this point without word from Morielf. Threatened one of the guards. Do you know the password? No. Gorath shook his head. The guard eyed him suspiciously, then motioned to Owen. Your mercenary's friend is a bit lean, don't you think? He's only a stripling. Without dropping his gaze, Gorath replied, He is no mercenary, but a spy sent from the kingdom to steal secrets from the Six. He has told me where the soldiers are waiting in the hills. The Six told me I am to go and find if the boy's telling the truth. The guard didn't even hesitate. The Six have no authority to tell you to do so. Only Morielf can authorize passage across this span. Now leave, the both of you. Very well. Now we have the dialogue we need. So I should be able just to speed run all the way back up to Morielf. We're almost there, but it's also nighttime. Okay. Cast this. Has my father sent you once more to find out if I have competence to feed myself, or is there something else you forgot? Passwords. The guards at the Inclindale Bridge have turned back goods stolen from the kingdom. We need the password for the day to authorize the movement of the goods across the bridge. Where do you go with them? With us, back to the mustering at Sar Sargoth. Supplies are desperately needed there. Many hungry soldiers to feed. My soldiers are hungrier. You have new orders. You are to stop in Harlech with the shipment before proceeding north. We shall take what is needed. I don't believe Delicon will be too pleased. Delicon be damned. If he likes, he may come here and retrieve the goods himself, but I will take them. Tell the men at the bridge you are the Serpent Slayer. I shall expect supplies immediately. Very well. We shall still be your father's servants, and you know how to protective he is of what he owns. Farewell, Lord Moyelf. Farewell indeed. We are the F out of there. Now, and only now, should we be able to go unimpeded out of here. My curiosity's kind of getting to me, though. There was stuff and things over there, wasn't there? Maybe not there. What the hell did I leave in the middle of the road? Oh, the bag. I think we're all full on those. I can't do anything with it. Okay, this... Oh. Okay, we need to sleep. Wasn't there stuff and things? Yeah, see, it's over there. But I think this is where the guards were. Right? Do you know the password? Yes. Serpent Slayers, he said, staring the Moradel guard deep in the eye. And that comes from Moryelf himself. Now, shall I return and tell him you will not allow us across? The guard stared hard at them. Very good, then. You may pass. They had been recognized. Cursing that they had come so close to slipping past the guard, Gorath warned Owen to prepare for the worst. I've been recognized, he shouted. They have orders to kill us both. And he doesn't get to go first. No. Fine, whatever. Wow. Suck less, Gorath. Thank you. That guy's durable. Jesus. Not too bad. Yeah, killed them all. Take that. Not that. Take that. And that. Save off then. Ooh, an emerald. I'll take it. I can't take it. It's quite a valuable piece. I really don't want to leave it. Let's see where I can drop off this. What can I dump off? Okay, we're on the other side of the bridge. Let's go see what those things were over here. A man approached them, still breathing heavily from their fight. Owen barely managed to wave a greeting at the kingdom soldier who lumbered towards them. Finn. Boy, you're just about the luckiest horse son I've ever laid eyes on. If we hadn't heard of the commotion down the pass, I think those goblins would have been having noble stew about now. Nearly took out our friend here until I seen that he appeared to be fighting at your side. Now I don't know what you think you're doing in the Northlands with these Moradel. It is very important that you take us to Prince Arutha. What? The cold's gotten to you, boy. What makes you think I'm going to take time off my duties and trot your behind down to Krondor? Prince Arutha isn't in Krondor. He's likely still stationed with his Krondorian lancers just outside of the Dimwood near Sethanon. We need you to escort us to his camp. And why would he be there? And why would he want to see a boy and a Moradel? The prince just sent us to spy on them, alright? They'd never suspect a scrawny 19-year-old boy and a Moradel, so that's why he sent us. We have information about a planned attack on the kingdom, and it's vital we get this information to him. How do I know you're telling the truth? You don't. But if you don't take us and the Moradel overrun Northwarden, do you really think you're going to be able to sleep with yourself? I have to give you one thing. If you're a gambler, you sure don't bid low. Come on, let's get moving. The Dimwood's hell and back from here, and the prince won't want to be kept waiting. Let's move. Just get us the hell out of here, Lieutenant. The sooner the better. And I think that's the end of Chapter 4. We evaded capture, and last we were intercepted by your guards at the Inclindell Pass. The journey south to your camp, here, outside the Dimwood, took many long days, but we move with great haste as our message is vital. Looks like something happened to my game. It's stuck. Be right back. I have to unstick it.
12 seconds later.
He said to tell you there's a party at Mother's. This is a bunch of back and forth of how does he trust you or whatever. And a good time will be had by all. Gods, Laurie and Jimmy used that phrase years ago. Alright then, James has just saved the pair of your necks and gave me a good portion of grief. I must settle down to the matter of finding out what Delicon is thinking. If this report is correct, then the best force he could muster would number at the most 2,000 warriors, a pitiful spit in the eye for a castle assault. You believe he has something else in mind? Undoubtedly, as James indicated in his brief note, it would take some spectacular strategy on Delicon's part to take the castle, and honestly, he has never displayed that kind of wit. We faced him before when he was still a field captain for Myrmendamus. Wherever he's going, he will no doubt hit fast and run for the high ground. Now we have to establish where the high ground is. Shall we accompany you to Northwarden? No, I have a much more important task for you, though I doubt you'll be able to find it as exciting. I need you to return to Krondor immediately. Inform Master Magician Pug of the situation. Considering his tactics, I have a feeling Delicon may have a few surprises in store for us. If that bastard brings anything magical to bear, I want to know what it is and how to counteract it. You leave immediately. When Rivers Run Blood. Chapter 5. James's breath emerged from his lips as a frosty white cloud. Below him, Senior Locklear negotiated scrub brush as he worked his way up the winding mountain path. He cursed expansively as a thorn bush caught in the chinks of his leg guards, and he paused to throw his friend an exasperated frown. James smiled, then turned to look out over the snowy peaks that marked the boundary of Moradel territory. 5 hours after arriving at North Warden, Baron Gabbett had called both he and Locklear into his meeting room. While worried about James's story of the Nighthawks, he was far more concerned that his magical advisor had not reported back from investigating possible Moradel activity. With a large band of the Dark Brothers approaching his castle, he feared that the old magician might have fallen into enemy hands. And so, reluctantly, he had asked the two seigneurs to finish Patris's job. Locklear arrived puffing, his face haloed by mist. I thought I was going to have to come down there and carry you up. James said, grinning. You shouldn't have stayed up all night with that serving girl. I didn't expect to have to get up at the crack of dawn, Locklear growled, yanking a twig from his chainmail. Mountain climbing and armor do not mix. Suddenly the two seigneurs wheeled to the sound of a horrible mewling. And if it weren't bad enough, I had to chase you. You made me get rocks in my best shoes. I'm blistered. You know how mad I get when my feet hurt? I get river bottom mud sucking badger whacked mad. This is Patris, holding that guy up. Excuse us? Go away, I'm busy right now agitating this here Moradel. Begging your pardon, but I'm Senior James, and this is Senior Locklear. We've been sent by the Baron Gabbett to find you. Are you his magical advisor? Aren't you? Just Patris, please. I don't take kind of titles too much. Glad to meet you. I've just been out trying to get some information about these Moradel. They've been getting too close to the castle, and it was making my tongue itch. Man can't respectably eat that ways. Have you learned anything about the attack? Like, they're just dumbfounded by the fact that this guy's being suspended in the air. Only that there's 6 companies of them out there creeping in the woods somewhere, but I don't know exactly where they are yet. I think they've got their own magicians, too. Magicians. The Baron would be sorry to hear that, I'll wager. We need to return to the castle. Which way to be the quickest? This part's funny. That way. So he pointed that way and he threw the Moradel. Oops. Alright, so now we have Patris, Locklear, and James. Let's see what we got. I need to basically set up all his skills because we've never played with him before. And his are already set. And in the time we were gone in chapters, they leveled themselves up slightly. So currently we are where? We're near North Warden. And it didn't say what our chapter objective was yet. So we got a bunch of stuff. He's got nothing. He doesn't have much of anything either. Let's do something about that. Let's see what the chapter goodies are. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these are all ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. There we go. Oh, okay. So we have a bunch of stuff we can sell for money. We're going to do that. We're not going to take any of the quest items because my hypocrisy only goes so far. What I might do, though, is take these. He's got his own. Locklear has none. So we're not going to take, touch, or mess with any of the letters. James needs his set of lockpicks. And that should do for us. Now, Patras has a skill that lets him speak and read more Adele, so technically I could have used it. Alright, let's save, since we're on chapter 5 now. And we have an attack. Oh, wow, they put him out in the middle of that? Great! Can you make it all the way up to him? Okay, you can at least get in his face. You need to kill the magic users. Oh, this is bad. Wow. These guys are super weak, bro. We're gonna die. Look how weak he is. Yep. Our guys are weak. Like super weak. It's a good thing I saved. Because we really need the first hit. Otherwise, we're not going to survive that. Damn it. Okay, you get in his face. Use Evil Seek. Good. Good. Now, if Patras dies, that's gonna be tragic, but not a big deal. That guy's on the run. Okay. Manageable. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff we have a bunch of sellables now. Nothing on that. Five, 7, fully loaded. Right. I'll divvy it up better later. Ooh, what do we got here? Black Nimbus. Do you have this spell? Nope. He's got it now. Take these. Let's get a night of rest since Patras took a beating. Because Apparently he's quite weak. Save often. Okay, we got the first shot on this one. Good. Seriously, dude? You are to kill this guy, which you failed to do. Very good. I believe Patras is poisoned, but he's dead also. So now that doesn't even matter. He's weak. Okay. So he's near death and poisoned? Near death. You guys drop anything? Ooh. We're carrying a bunch of stuff I don't need anymore. Okay, so let's get rid of the stuff I don't need anymore. Heal. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Can I use this? Okay. Now can I have stuff and things? All right. Oh God, more of them? Let's just back up. Oh yeah, that's right. We next. Nope. To fight our way in. Of course, Patras, you... Oh, and we get to go first still. Well, that's fine. That was terrible. Oh great, he's frozen. Awesome. Good. Worked out pretty good. So we have a bunch of sellables just hanging out here. Yep. How about letting us into town without another fight? That would be great. Yes. First things first. This crap we could sell off. Alright. Who's got the best haggling? 54, 68, 39. Jimmy the Hand. Nice. Oh, he's already wearing one. Oh, we do have a repair. Do you have elven crossbows? You do not. Fourteen, 7, 14, 12. Seven, 7, 10. There. Now we're all balanced out. We're gonna need... Well, we got what we need. Okay, now before we talk to the people here, save, check the bodies, and loot the rest of the bodies, because we spent a lot just to get that armor. So we'll grab everything that was out here. And then I'll do this just to work on his skills. Like so. Save often. Go to the other stack of bodies and make sure we didn't leave anything here. See. Yes, see. Oh, you know what? You get these. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. this is all about offsetting our costs. There we go. Now we can go talk to the Baron. It seems our time for preparations is at an end. 2 of my field captains were found dead in areas though which a Moradel strike force would likely come. That leaves me with 1 garrison company and 2 field companies operating under green commanders. That does not make for an advantage in a siege. What of Duke Martin? I know he was visiting here. He's already in the field with one of my rangers. I want the 2 of you to work with him to find ways to slow down or stop the oncoming enemy companies. Our scouts have estimated the Moradel fielded about 1,500 men. You have about 3,000 men here and a castle. It's far more than you need to stop that many soldiers. If there are Nighthawks that have infiltrated my troops, we will likely lose more than field captains before this is all over. We have to assume for the moment that the Moradel know something that we don't. If we can stop even half of their number, I imagine we can defuse whatever plan it is they have. So any questions before you begin? Where can we find Duke Martin? Is he in the castle somewhere? I asked him to stay relatively close to the castle so my guards could find him in the instance of an emergency. You'll have to search for him yourself. While you're at it, perhaps you may also find what has become of our minstrel Tammany. He may have quit the castle. Minstrels are not noted for their staying power through great battles. It will work against the morale of the men should he remain absent. I want you to find him and use whatever means you have at your disposal to bring him back here, even if you have to bring him back in chains and a rucksack tied over his head. With the battle coming close to at hand, I want nothing to divide the men. Very well. Excellent. I shall be glad to see you and Locklear in action. Patris, you stay with them and help them in any way you can. You are far more familiar with the area and as lucid at giving directions as many of the rest of my men. We're off then. We'll be back to support you later if we find anything important, or if Duke Markin sends us. Alright, so we're done here at the Great Hall. I don't think there's anything left in here. Good. So we're done with all this. Save, and let's see if we can find the Duke. He's supposed to be near the castle. Take this, you take this. We take a good look around. We need rest. You can rest for 2 days then. There. Alright, where are we? This is the road towards Raglan. I don't think the Duke is this way. But there is a fight this way that we should probably get out of the way. Oh, their numbers are too great. Okay. You have a full set of ropes. We don't need any of that. Okay, so we can't do anything with these guys. So we are not to go that way. Which means the Duke is not that way. We'll head south. If you recall, let me show you the overhead map. We went this way once, and we found the minstrel on the way there, and I suspect that's where we'll find everybody. So for now, we'll just keep pushing south. Pretty sure all these guys are laid empty, or left empty. Empty enough. Is there somebody there? Kinda looks like there's something there. No. Ah, here we go. There's the Duke. I knew when I saw Senior Locklear prowling about with Baron Gabbett that couldn't be far behind. How's my princely brother Arutha? Fine, when I last saw him. He's outside of the Dimwood with a small force, waiting for my messengers to reach him. What are you doing so far from Crydee, anyway? Brianna, have you hunting rabbits for the duckle stew? No, but soon we four will be hunting for larger game than that. Seems this small wrinkle developing in the Northlands is about to become a kingdom problem, if what Locklear told me was correct. I'm just glad to have you two here to lend a hand. Is King Liam going to join the party? Doubtful. This engagement isn't serious enough to warrant bringing the king into it, and he's got his hands full enough with Keshian Empire. Seems one of our kingdom ships accidentally mistook one of her Empress's imperial frigates for a pirate ship and sunk it with all hands on board. Naturally, Lord Hazra Khan is having a conniption. We'll have to fight out the North Warden's battle on our own. What can Locklear and I can do? I have most of Baron Gabbett's rangers out checking up on the movements of the enemy, so I'll need you three to give me a hand with various missions. I hope you three are in a good mood for a bit of running about. Crossbows? Prince Arutha has told me on several occasions you're about the finest archer he knows. Arutha also used to tell his sister Carleen that his father was going to rope her to the mainmast of Krondor's Glory, so the Quegians could have target practice when they passed her in the harbor. Doesn't mean it was true. And I wasn't Jimmy the Hand. You're being modest, Duke. So I might be handy with a bow. Why the interest? I was hoping you can give Lockie and I a few pointers. We could both stand to learn a little bit about how to use the crossbow more effectively. Well, as the Moradel don't seem to be charging down our throats at this very minute, I suppose I might be able to teach you a little bit. Martin sighted his crossbow and fired. Feathers drifted from above as the lifeless sparrow crashed through the branches to the ground. A crossbow quarrel neatly driven through its head, and it had been dead before it even touched the ground. That's incredible, James says. At that range, I would have thought that impossible. No, Martin said, his look somewhat enigmatic as he knelt to touch the bird at his feet. I hit him at twice that distance, so it was merely difficult. Handing his crossbow over first to James and then to Locklear, he gave instructions as each attempted similar shots. You both have made some progress, Martin said. Just keep doing what you started doing today, and you'll both make fine marksmen. So we just beefed up our crossbow skills, and it didn't cost us anything. So, Baron Gabbett told us that we were to report to you until the siege begins. Where do you want us? I was just planning a little fun. Patris, how's your Moradel? Which one are you talking about, Duke? The one I got's under my bed, or the one that makes me breakfast in the morning? Amazing. Jimmy, is it me, or does Patris remind you of a certain admiral we both know? I think he and Amos Trask would either love each other or hang one another from a gibbet. Gibbet. I think it's a gibbet. I think the Duke meant, how well do you speak Moradel, Patris? I knew perfectly well what he was saying, you court rat. I can read it, but don't ask me to pronounce any of that dog-howling yeehaw. You won't have to for what I have in mind. There are some boxes near here that have Moradel plates on them. I want you to crack the codes on them. I imagine those boxes will have supplies of rations for the Moradel once they begin the siege, and I doubt they'll suspect we've tampered with them. If there are any rations, find a way to poison them, and then replace them in the boxes. Come back and find me once you're done. Well, that at least answers a few questions. We'd best be getting back to the battle in order. Is there anything else you need at the moment? Just for you three to be careful. We can't afford to lose any more men. I think we can handle that. Order, you stay out of harm's way as well, Duke. Arutha won't forgive me if you somehow got an arrow shot by some goblin archer. So here's where things get a little complicated. I have to find 3 Moradel lock chests. They're nearby here. You might recall in previous episodes, I found them, I took the rations out of them. What I'm going to need to do is check the boxes, well, find the boxes, without the spyglass, check the boxes, and refill the rations if they're not in there. And poison them. But we're definitely out of time for the day. So we'll do that next episode. This was Pwnery's Kicking It Old School, episode 41. And if you like what you see, give me a like. If you'd like to get a copy of this game for yourself, there are plenty of abandonware sites out there where you should be able to download and play this for free. You can even play it on your browser in some sites. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But if you're regular here, welcome back. Either way, check out my other playlists and see if my other interests may be of interest to you. That's all I've got for you this week. I've got a bit of editing to do because we had a couple of breaks in this episode. But until next week, we'll see you later.